Quran is a thing where it saves you from other things.
إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره.
السلام عليكم، أتمنى أن تكونوا بخير، أتمنى أن تكونوا بصحة جيدة. بالدارجة الجزائرية إن شاء الله تكونوا بخير، إن شاء الله تكونوا بصحة جيدة. هي كيف علاش يقولوا باللي الجزائرية صعيبة باش تفهم. المهم إن شاء الله تكونوا بخير، إن شاء الله تكونوا بصحة جيدة. إذا ما راكش مشترك في القناة اشترك وفعل جدا وليدتي الجرس، وإذا راك جديد أيضا اشترك وفعل جدا وليدتي الجرس، وإذا راك قديم اشترك خلاص. لقمان ياك مان، كثرت على ما وصاوك سي بون كوبيا. اليوم حلقة خاصة، حلقة يعني سبحان الله فريدة من نوعها، صدقوني غير راح تكون فريدة من نوعها. نحبكم تبقوا معايا حتى الأخير. جيب شاي اقعد معايا حتى التالي هكذا، ما تروح ما دير لا هكذا. واذا راك في فراشك معليش مليح راح تريلاكسيك باذن الله. هذه الحلقه تاعنا اليوم راح نتلاقى مع واحد الانسان هاي تلاقيت بغير كيما سبحان الله، وقلت له باللي ان شاء الله ندير معاك فيديو، وراني حابك تكون في القناه تاعي المتواضعه اللي نحب يكون الناس في القناه تاعي اللي يكون عندهم يعني مستوى راقي ومستوى اخلاقي، ولاد فاميليا، ناس مربيين، ناس سبحان الله اللي نقدر انا نفيدكم بهم سبحان الله. ادم راح يكون معنا في هذه الحلقه، ما نطولش عليكم، نروح نتلاقاو بادم ونشوفوا من هذا الشخص. يلا بينا. واذا كنت تتابع هذا الفيديو من الفيسبوك فانشره. السلام عليكم. اظن باللي انا وصلنا نورمالمون للدار. نورمالمون يسكن في هذه الدار اللي راهي منايا، الله اعلم. قلت له راني هنا. يا ادم What's up, Adam? How are you? How you doing? You cold? Are you cold? How are you?
Good.
How you doing? Thank you. MashaAllah, my brother Adam. When did we met?
Like a week ago.
A week ago. تلاقينا عندنا أسبوع من اللي تلاقينا في واحد المطعم تاع واحد صاحبنا فتح مطعم جديد. من بعد بدينا نحكيو على الطرب بالعربي. قلت له الانستغرام تاعك، في الانستغرام لقيته معمر غير بالقرآن. قال لي باللي أنا حافظ القرآن وما تحسب لي عربي. أنا كنت نهضر معاه على أساس هو عربي، ولكن you from
India.
You don't speak fully Arabic, right? So ما يهدرش اللغة العربية كامل, but he memorized the Quran. How?
I just listen to it every single day.
No, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you.
That's literally. I just listened to it, and whatever I heard, I copied it, and like my kharij, it got corrected just by listening.
SubhanAllah, and how long it takes you to memorize you memorize the whole Quran, or like few of it, or like tell me.
I did most of it in high school, like around 21, 25 juz,
MashaAllah.
and then the rest later on.
And how long it take you? 2-3 years?
So 4 years plus maybe another one.
4
so 5 years.
How this idea of memorizing the Quran came to your mind?
So what happened was I was in Islamic school, and my teacher, we would have to memorize because of the curriculum. But one day the substitute came and he gave me a CD. He's like, here, listen to the CD, go home, memorize Surah Ghashiyah. So I go home, I put the CD in the CD player, and I just play it on the CD player, just jumping on the bed, having fun, and listening to it over, repeating it, whatever I understood, just repeating it. And then I go to school the next day and I'm like really nervous. Should I read? This is going to be scary. And then he's like, okay, go ahead, read. So I'm nervous. I'm like, I don't know how good I'm going to do. I read. And then he's like, wow, you recited just like this person on the CD.
You sound just like him. Wow.
You sound just like the person on the CD.
Inshallah.
And I was like, yeah, that wasn't that hard. And I had this friend who was memorizing more than me. So I wanted to kind of, compete with him. Like, I want to memorize too. He kind of motivated me. So then I started memorizing. I just kept listening to the CD to finally where I finished memorizing the CD, the whole Juz Amma, which was on the CD, and I was like, I want to memorize more. And so I tried to look for.
So you like that feeling?
I liked the feeling. I liked the feeling of memorization. It was kind of fulfilling. I kind of felt like it was a good thing, and it was fun too. And just listening, I really enjoyed whoever's voice that was on the CD. I really enjoyed that voice.
You still remember the voice?
So what happened was I finished memorizing the CD, and then I wanted to memorize more, and I didn't know the name of the reciter that was on the CD. My mom was like, go listen to this sheikh, that sheikh, I was like, just listen to anyone. and just memorize, continue your memorization, don't stop. I was like, no, I don't want to stop. So for a whole year, I didn't listen to anyone. I didn't want to memorize because I didn't want to listen to anyone except this person on the CD. After a year, finally, we found out his name. It was written down inside the properties of the CD, and it said Shatiri.mp3.
Wallah, he was Shatiri?
And I was like, Shatiri.
Wow, Shatiri. Abu Bakr Shatiri,
Abu Bakr
right?
Shatiri, yeah.
MashaAllah. So you have a story with Abu Bakr Shatiri.
Yes. So listening to him every single day of my life. Obviously, I started listening to him ever since I found his name. I started listening to the Quran every single day with his voice. To the point where, my role model, my biggest role model is him. I would watch every single YouTube video ever published by him on YouTube. I've watched it. Even though I've seen it and I've heard the surah, or I know the surah, I would sit there and listen to every single thing that's ever published of him. To the point where even after every few weeks, you can go on YouTube and you can do newest weekly, and you can see what's the newest video. Every single one I would watch it, no matter what it is.
So he was your role model, right?
Yes, my role model, my idol, everything, to the point where, and it's silly, sometimes it's what we do to be like our role models. It's not just their voices, but how they carry themselves, the glasses they wear. Every single thing about him I would notice.
Till your voice became just like him.
And then even how he put his hands, he puts his hand in a special way. I do it just like that.
Inshallah.
So my dua every single day of my life, every single day was, Ya Allah, please make my voice like Shatiri. That's all I wanted. I just was making dua every day, Ya Allah, please make my voice like Shatiri.
We're gonna talk about the voice as well, because you're not only memorizing the Quran, but also you do tartil, right?
Yeah.
You do you have such a beautiful voice, mashallah. So tell us your story with finish your story with Abu Bakr Shatiri.
So obviously,
how did you guys met after the first meeting?
Yeah, so obviously I've been listening to him so much, and my dream is to meet him, just see him. It's impossible for me to even think that I'll actually see him or meet him, because this is someone I see on YouTube every single day, and obviously he's part of the elite, reciters of the world. He's one of the top 5 reciters. It's crazy for me to think, why should I?
How old is he?
He's around 40.
40?
Yeah,
okay,
a little older for 40 now. So I'm like, how am I gonna meet him? So I knew just by my research and how much I love him, I know exactly where his masjid is. Masjid Furqan in Hayy Nasim in Jeddah. I know exactly where it is. And if someone were to put me in Jeddah and say go, I would know exactly what to tell the taxi driver. I'm like, I know exactly where I need to go, even though I've never been there. Because I know exactly, I would look at it on YouTube, on Google Maps.
Oh, yeah.
Just zooming into it all the time. I'm like, this is where I want to go, I can't wait. So one day, I think 2013, one of my sheikhs in my community, Sheikh Yasir Qadi, he was like, we're going to have an Umrah group. We're going to all go to Umrah, and whoever wants to go sign up. And subhanAllah, the first thing in my mind is not oh, I want to see the Kaaba, or obviously that's there. I want to see Medina. But the first thing I was like, maybe this is a way for me to finally meet Sheikh Shatiri,
Yeah, when was that?
This was 2013.
2013, okay.
I fly to Jeddah and we fly to Umrah, and I leave the whole Umrah group and I go with one friend. We just go into Jeddah, leaving
You
the whole
skip, bro?
Yeah, I was like, this is my mission, why I'm here, So we leave the whole Umrah group, we go to Jeddah, and as soon as we sit in the taxi, I know exactly what to tell him, He's like, oh, Masjid Furqan? Of course, let's go.
Okay.
So I go there, and I'm just flipping out when I see the masjid. I'm like, I see this video of this masjid every single day. For me to be here, it was crazy to feel that I'm actually here in real life.
Wow.
And his masjid is beautiful, the sound system, how it looks is very nice. So, I was so nervous. I'm like, I asked a little bit Arabic. I knew, I was like, Sheikh Shatiri mawjood, and he's like, I don't know, and that, if so. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to expect, so I waited there. And finally the muezzin came and everyone started lining up. And I was waiting there. I was like, is Sheikh Shatiri gonna come? And I got nervous because the iqam was almost done. Then finally Sheikh Shatiri came out, and I was like,
it's him.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is him. And then he comes right in front of me and leads prayer. And wallahi, it felt like that salah, I was floating in the air. I didn't even feel like I was standing. My mind was just floating. Yeah. And the sound and just listening to him in the first time in real life, it was surreal. It was unreal for me. And so as soon as the prayer ended, one of the people, they saw me, they're like, you came all the way from America to see him? And I was like, yeah, basically. He's like, go talk to him. Me? I can't do that. Khalas, I prayed behind him, I'm happy, that's
I'm
enough.
Good. Gotta go back.
He's like, go ahead, go meet him. So I went and talked to him, and obviously at that time, I didn't know much Arabic, so I couldn't understand him, and at that time he didn't know that much English, so we didn't know how to connect, so we had a translator between the two. And so when I went to him, you know, they're like, you know, this is Adam, you know, he loves reciting like you know, that's his dream, and like he looks up to you a lot, and he came all the way from America.
Wow.
And he was like, mashallah. And then he said something, and for me to even see him at that point, I was like, I am seeing Sheikh Shatri for the first time. Like, it was crazy for me. And then he's like, actually, I just got my visa for America. It just came in. And
he said that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So my heart shook. I was like, you just got your visa? Because if you know Sheikh Shatri, at least before 2013, he's never really traveled to the States, or he hasn't traveled much. He was well known for where he is in Jeddah, and all his recordings are very popular for Jeddah. And
from
he's
Yemen,
young.
right?
He's originally from Yemen, that he lived in Jeddah since he was young.
Okay, okay.
His biography, I mean, obviously I know it. He moved to Yemen from when he was a young age, and then in Jeddah he became the qari of his school. They built a masjid for him, and he would go half and half for a tarweeh.
Inshallah. Then he came to London.
But that's later on. So anyway, so
Now he's in London?
yeah.
Okay.
So he said, okay, I'm gonna come to America. Like, I want to come to America. So I was like, my heart shook. I was like, okay, we're gonna hopefully get a tour ready for you, and you can come to America. So I was in high school, you know, doing high school classes, and we set up this tour, and the organizers, and I'm just happy to see him come to my city. But then the organizers called me and said, Adam, he's coming to the States. We need someone to accompany him. He doesn't know that much English, and so we just need someone to take him from city to city. And I'm like, I'm in high school, and I don't have any money. And each flight is gonna cost everything. They're like, you know, you'll come up with it. It's like $1,000, and that time $1,000 for me is like impossible.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how am I even gonna get that much? Something happened, they were like, okay, go for it. And I met him in Houston. So I went with it. I was like, you know, this opportunity doesn't ever come in my life. Let me just go for it. You know, there's so many people in the world that, you know, want to meet Sheikh Shatri that never get the chance to. So I was just felt so honored that I was able to even,
So I said you had to take that chance.
That risk. And I was also like missing a whole week of school. So I went to Houston, and seeing him again for the first time after that first meeting was crazy. I was like, this is him, you know, he's in America. And then he led, and then they, you know, the next morning they dropped us off to the airport. You know, a ton of people obviously came to say bye to us, or bye to him. And then they just left, and it was just me and him. Because there's never been just me and him before. It was always with a bunch of people saying, you know, shit. And this is him in his regular clothes, just pants and shirt, and just me and him just chilling like boys. And he's like, you know, and I'm like shaking. I'm like, Sheikh, I want to say him so bad. I'm like, Sheikh, all I do in my life is I listen to you. That's all I do. So we get into the plane, and my routine, any flight that I ever go to, I just turn on my MP3 player and start listening to the Quran, and I sit down. But then I literally started doing that, and I was like, wait a second. I'm listening to the person who's sitting right next to me.
Next to you, yeah.
I'm like, what am I doing right now? I should like enjoy the moment talking to the Sheikh. Then I'm listening to his voice, you know, and then I thought he probably thinks I'm weird for listening to him all the time. Like, that's what I would do if I was in a plane. It's natural for me to do that.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان
to the mosque here and you do the Tarawih, right?
Yeah, Tarawih, yes.
Since when?
So alhamdulillah, since 2014 I've been traveling around the US. I went to like California, New York, New Jersey, like a different one time I did like a whole tour of different cities, every different masjid every day. That was crazy. So alhamdulillah, I've been traveling a lot for Tarawih.
So how do you feel you as a person memorizing the Quran, and like how do you feel? Like how do you feel about this?
I feel like it was something that I never in my life would have thought I would be able to do. When I started memorizing, it was just something fun. And you know, no one grows up to be like, oh, I want to be this or that. You know, it's just like, you know, it's fun. And I feel like people that from a young age are like, I want to be this because of fame, or because of this I want to be. That's the completely wrong idea. You want to do it because, and the reason I wanted to do it is because I just wanted to be like Sheikh Shatili. Whatever he is, I just want to be like him because I look up to him. To me, he is like, you know, the best Muslim I see or get to like, you know, get to interact with.
Even
so
his
he's like my
personality,
teacher.
his
And
personality,
another thing is, one thing he even told me himself, he's from the lineage of the Prophet ﷺ. You know, he's from the Ahlul Bayt, so I was very interested in that. And just, I've never in my life ever seen anyone act out the sunnah of, you know, Prophet ﷺ in enactment like so perfectly or so like to the T than him.
MashaAllah.
You know, in everything that he does, he's always conscious of, you know, sunnah. And this is many, not just from me, even many shuyukh that I know, my shuyukh that I look up to, that I learn from, even they said that whenever they meet Sheikh Shatili, they see something different. Even like compared to them, they feel like Sheikh Shatili is just at another level. Something that kind of coincides.
No, I'm sorry to cut you off. No, I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see him, inshallah, again whenever I go back to Umrah. Because I did Umrah in 2012. You 2012? You too? 13. I went in 2012. So I would definitely go visit him. We're probably gonna go visit him together, inshallah. Yeah. We wish like if we can call him now, but you know.
we could.
Do you call him sometimes?
Sometimes.
Yeah. قلت له كان أنا في different time, so كان أنا الوقت كيف نعيطوا للشيخ أبو بكر الشاطبي. But inshallah maybe next time في عدد مقبل. So are we gonna read some Quran? They have to hear you.
Okay.
But before we do that, your message to the youth.
The youth.
Yes, sir.
One most important thing is having Quran in your life. I mean, for me, it was something that I never really thought would be such of a blessing for me until I actually had it. Quran is a thing where it saves you from other things. You know, you're tested with so many things in this life, obviously. Everyone is tested with so many things. For me, Quran has been a shield. It's a shield for things that, things that I shouldn't have done, or things that you're tested with. Quran is a shield, and I feel that physically. And also, I mean, it's not a joke when it says, you know, ما هو شفاء للناس, you know, it's a shifa, it's a protection, it's so many things. And when you have Quran in your heart, you really can feel that. You could feel it giving you peace. It can feel you being protected. من أعرض عن ذكري فإن له معيشة ضنكا. You know, so whoever stays far from the Quran, you know, they have a miserable life. You know?
That's true.
So
hold on, we're having some tea, mashallah. It's is that like, should I call it like an Indian tea or?
No, it's just chai tea.
I don't want to sound racist.
But it's low-key Indian though.
I like Indian, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, thank you so much. لكي نسرح القرصيط. Say قرصيط.
قرصيط. شو هاد؟
Say قرصيطة.
قرصيطة.
حنجرة بالدارجة الجزائرية.
شو هاد؟ What's that?
How you say it in English? Throat.
Yeah.
Throat. Inshallah. So what are we gonna نقرأ inshallah?
First recitation by Shatili.
Shatili, inshallah.
And then we could go into the other stuff.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقال الذي آمن يا قوم اتبعون أهدكم سبيل الرشاد. يا قوم إنما هذه الحياة الدنيا متاع وإن الآخرة هي دار القرار. من عمل سيئة فلا يجزى إلا مثلها ومن عمل صالحا من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن فأولئك يدخلون الجنة يرزقون فيها بغير حساب. ويا قوم ما لي أدعوكم إلى النجاة وتدعونني إلى النار تدعونني لأكفر بالله وأشرك به ما ليس لي به علم وأنا أدعوكم إلى العزيز الغفار وأنا أدعوكم إلى العزيز الغفار. لا جرم أن ما تدعونني إليه ليس له دعوة في الدنيا ولا في الآخرة وأن مردنا إلى الله وأن المسرفين هم أصحاب النار. فستذكرون ما أقول لكم وأفوض أمري إلى الله إن الله بصير بالعباد. فوقاه الله سيئات ما مكروا وحاق بآل فرعون سوء العذاب. النار يعرضون عليها غدوا وعشيا ويوم تقوم الساعة أدخلوا آل فرعون أشد العذاب. صدق الله العظيم.
Alright, now it's your turn.
Next time إن شاء الله.
Next time, يلا.
بسم الله.
يلا.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا وقعت الواقعة ليس لوقعتها كاذبة خافضة رافعة إذا رجت الأرض رجا وبست الجبال بسا فكانت هباء منبثا وكنتم أزواجا ثلاثة فأصحاب الميمنة ما أصحاب الميمنة وأصحاب المشأمة ما أصحاب المشأمة والسابقون السابقون أولئك المقربون في جنات النعيم ثلة من الأولين وقليل من الآخرين
على سرر موضونة متكئين عليها متقابلين يطوف عليهم ولدان مخلدون بأكواب وأباريق وكأس من معين لا يصدعون عنها ولا ينزفون وفاكهة مما يتخيرون ولحم طير مما يشتهون وحور عين كأمثال اللؤلؤ المكنون جزاء بما كانوا يعملون لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا تأثيما إلا قيلا سلاما سلاما وأصحاب اليمين ما أصحاب اليمين في سدر مخضود وطلح منضود وظل ممدود وماء مسكوب وفاكهة كثيرة لا مقطوعة ولا ممنوعة وفرش مرفوعة إنا أنشأناهن إنشاء فجعلناهن أبكارا عربا أترابا لأصحاب اليمين ثلة من الأولين وثلة من الآخرين وأصحاب الشمال ما أصحاب الشمال في سموم وحميم وظل من يحموم لا بارد ولا كريم إنهم كانوا قبل ذلك مترفين وكانوا يصرون على الحنث العظيم وكانوا يقولون أئذا متنا وكنا ترابا وعظاما إنا لمبعوثون أو آباؤنا الأولون قل إن الأولين والآخرين لمجموعون إلى ميقات يوم معلوم
ثم إنكم أيها الضالون المكذبون لآكلون من شجر من زقوم فمالئون منها البطون فشاربون عليه من الحميم فشاربون شرب الهيم هذا نزلهم يوم الدين نحن خلقناهم فلولا تصدقون أفرأيتم ما تمنون أأنتم تخلقونه أم نحن الخالقون نحن قدرنا بينكم الموت وما نحن بمسبوقين على أن نبدل نبدل أمثالكم وننشئكم فيما لا تعلمون ولقد علمتم النشأة الأولى فلولا تذكرون أفرأيتم ما تحرثون أأنتم تزرعونه أم نحن الزارعون لو نشاء لجعلناه حطاما فظلتم تفكرون إنا لمغرمون بل نحن محرومون أفرأيتم الماء الذي تشربون أأنتم أنزلتموه من المزن أم نحن المنزلون لو نشاء جعلناه أجاجا فلولا تشكرون أفرأيتم النار التي تورون أأنتم أنشأتم شجرتها أم نحن المنشئون نحن جعلناها تذكرة ومتاعا للمقوين فسبح باسم ربك العظيم فلا أقسم بمواقع النجوم وإنه لقسم لو تعلمون عظيم إنه لقرآن كريم في كتاب مكنون لا يمسه إلا المطهرون تنزيل من رب العالمين أفبهذا الحديث أنتم مدهنون وتجعلون رزقكم أنكم تكذبون فلولا إذا بلغت الحلقوم وأنتم حينئذ تنظرون ونحن أقرب إليه منكم ولكن لا تبصرون فلولا إن كنتم غير مدينين ترجعونها إن كنتم صادقين فأما إن كان من المقربين فروح وريحان وجنة نعيم وأما إن كان من أصحاب اليمين فسلام لك من أصحاب اليمين وأما إن كان من المكذبين الضالين فنزل من حميم وتصلية جحيم إن فسبح باسم ربك العظيم. صدق الله العظيم.
بارك الله فيك وأنار الله دربك. ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. قراءة حفص.
No.
حفص.
What were you reciting in the part that you did?
وورش عن أصبهاني.
Asbahani.
Yeah, do you know him?
I'm not sure. I have heard
A
of
lot of
Warsh.
people they know Warsh, but Warsh and Asbahani, like for example,
It's another riwayah of Warsh.
another riwayah of Warsh. Yeah, طريق من
طريق, yeah.
Warsh. I have to go back and memorize my plan. Inshallah, make dua for me. Make dua for me, please.
Yeah, definitely.
Because a lot of people watch my vlogs, they see different stuff, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
They see
So
me like see me jumping over girls. They see me like jumping over, like I mean, backflip.
Backflip,
You got me?
yeah.
Doing backflip over girls. I go to meet with a lot of Algerian successful people here.
Awesome.
I show you know my daily routine, but this is I think the first
Your
time.
workouts and stuff.
Yeah, my workout. I think this is the first time like showing them kind of stuff like this.
Yeah.
I hope they like what they saw right today, inshallah. What do you want to say?
I think the most important thing is when you see someone and you see that, you know, they can't just do one thing, you can do many things.
Many things, yeah.
And even if you spend your whole life, that doesn't mean you have to stay away from Islam. Just because you're strong and you can do flips and, you know, so many people know you for this, that doesn't mean you have to step away from Islam.
Exactly.
Step away from Quran, you know? That having those both things, it's amazing to see
It's
that
a
we can
plus.
have all these things, you know?
Alhamdulillah,
And
like
another thing is, one thing I see a trend is people that know Quran, they are able to learn so many different things. And maybe you learn Quran later on, but you're able to gather so many things. You feel like you can do whatever you
That's
want
true.
to do.
SubhanAllah, SubhanAllah.
You know?
I saw it in me. I started with Quran. Like when I started reading Quran, like I was like 7, 8,
Yeah.
9. In that time, like I wasn't like doing acrobatic. I wasn't like an athlete. I didn't finish my study in that time. But I think Quran, because the blessing of the Quran, and thank God to my dad, my Allah bless him inshallah. كان معكم لقمان ديزاد. إن شاء الله تكون الحلقة هذه عجبتكم مع أخويا آدم. What's your last name?
Munshi.
Munshi.
Like Munshi on? Same
Munshi,
thing.
subhanallah. Adam Munshi, barakallahu feek. Before we finish the video, I want to say thank you for having me in your place.
Thank you.
And inshallah, it's not gonna be the first time. It's not gonna be the last time, inshallah. You
Definitely.
know, I'm definitely gonna come back because I like the setup here, inshallah.
Yeah.
I'm moving here soon. And ربي يحفظكم خوتي. كان معكم لقمان ديزاد. ما ننساش دير سبسكرايبس هكذا واشترك في القناة وفعل جدولي تيمة الجرس واذا راك تشوف فيا في فيسبوك انشر هذا I have to tell them subscribe because they watch my video and they beef.
Oh yeah? Why?
واي هو قال لكم واي هكذا اشترك في القناه تاع خوك ودعم خوك. راح نخليكم الانستغرام تاعو نحبكم كامل تدخلوا تتبعوا في الانستغرام ونخليكم القناه تاعو تاع اليوتيوب نحبكم كامل تدخلوا باسكو يحب نشجعوني نقولوا دير فيديوهات في اليوتيوب نحبكم كامل تدعموه تتبعوه في اليوتيوب تاعو هكذا خوتي بارك الله فيكم احبكم في الله.
يتساءلون عن النبأ العظيم الذي هم فيه مختلفون كلا سيعلمون ثم كلا سيعلمون.
ألم نجعل الأرض مهادا والجبال أوتادا وخلقناكم أزواجا وجعلنا نومكم سباتا وجعلنا الليل لباسا وجعلنا النهار معاشا وبنينا فوقكم سبعا شدادا وجعلنا سراجا وهاجا وأنزلنا من المعصرات ماء ثجاجا لنخرج به حبا ونباتا وجنات ألفافا.
إن يوم الفصل كان ميقاتا يوم ينفخ في الصور فتاتون أفواجا وفتحت السماء فكانت أبوابا وسيرت الجبال فكانت سرابا إن جهنم كانت مرصادا للطاغين مآبا لابثين فيها أحقابا لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا شرابا إلا حميما وغساقا جزاء وفاقا
إنهم كانوا لا يرجون حسابا وكذبوا بآياتنا كذابا وكل شيء أحصيناه كتابا فذوقوا فلن نزيدكم إلا عذابا
إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وأعنابا وكواعب أترابا وكأسا دهاقا لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا كذابا جزاء من ربك عطاء حسابا رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما الرحمن لا يملكون منه خطابا يوم يقوم الروح والملائكة صفا يوم يقوم الروح والملائكة صفا لا يتكلمون إلا من أذن له الرحمن وقال صوابا
ذلك اليوم الحق فمن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه مآبا إنا أنذرناكم عذابا قريبا يوم ينظر المرء ما قدمت يداه يوم ينظر المرء ما قدمت يداه ويقول الكافر يا ليتني كنت ترابا.
Good, perfect. We're done with this, bro.